So we're going to try to talk about types of angles. We're going to try to get through 11 different kinds of angles in about 2 minutes. So you'll see the list. I'm talking fast because I'm just giving you really an introductory sort of
thing. So the first type of angle that we have is called an acute angle. Acute angles, basically their measure is, there it is, oops, all right, less than 90 degrees. Okay, so if an angle has less than 90 degrees, it's called acute. If an angle has more than 90, greater than 90, more than 90 degrees, we call it an obtuse angle. Okay, theoretically it has to be less than 180 degrees because otherwise we've turned the corner back to an acute angle. So more than 90, 100, that. You can read it there. True? Yes. A right angle. Okay, right angle is exactly 90 degrees. We have a right angle. That's 90. We have a right angle in every right triangle. That's what why they're called that. Straight angle looks like a straight line, but really it's an angle. 180 degrees. That's what a straight angle is. Straight line, 180 degrees. Vertical angles. When we have two lines that intersect each other, this angle right there and that one right there are called vertical angles. They're right directly across. Sometimes they're called opposite angles. So those are vertical angles. These guys right here are also vertical angles. They're directly across from each other when two lines intersect. Complementary angles. If I take two angles and I can put them together to make 90 degrees, that makes them complementary angles. I don't actually have to put them together. I just have to know that the two angles equal 90 degrees if I add them up. So, if this one was 30, that one would be 60, 45, 45. Two have to add up to 90 degrees. Supplementary angles, they're two angles that equal 180 degrees. So if I were to take these and, pop them right next to each other, which I might do, I would get myself a straight angle if I looked right along there. 180 degrees. If this is 60, that'd be 120, something along those lines. Then we have some new types of angles that you may never have seen before, but they're called corresponding angles. If I have two angles that are located in the same exact place relative to two lines with what's called a transversal, I should write that down, transversal. I'll take an extra few seconds here. Transversal. Okay, and then I have two lines with the transversal. If they are in the exact same location, then they would be called corresponding. So like these guys here would be corresponding, or these guys right there would be corresponding, or those guys would be corresponding. I think that covers all the possibilities. They're in the same location. In this case, the yellow ones are above the line and to the right of the transversal. So that's corresponding angles. Or yeah, corresponding alternate interior. So they're on the interior and they're on alternate sides. So like there and there, those are alternate interior angles. They're in between my two lines and on opposite sides of the transversal. Okay, alternate exterior, you might be able to figure out. They're on the outside of my two lines and they're on opposite sides of the transversal. That makes them alternate exterior angles. Co-interior, they're interior and they're on the same side of the transversal. So there's a pair of them, and there's one more pair, which would be these guys over here. Okay, so those are co-interior angles. And
geez, we went through them all, types of angles. So we went through all 11 kinds and not very long whatsoever. So, if you need to slow down and see it again, feel free to do that. And we'll be working with this again.